remember all our martyrs who lost their lives without blinking their eyes. We remember them with mercy and gratitude and gratification once again. The conqueror and the victorious commander of the Malazgirt battle from the times of Sultan Alp Arslan, anyone who contributed to this nation, who created masterpieces, I would like to remember all those ancestors with gratitude. Each province has a different story all around the world, and the story of the Ahlat is unique in itself, because this province, throughout the history, has always been the bridge between the Eastern and Western civilizations. This region, which is a gift to our civilization by Hazreti Ömer, has also been the gathering point for the Muslim nomads. For many centuries, this region has hosted many dervishes, many travelers, and many artisans and many tradesmen. And this sacred city has been defined as the dome of Islam by the Seljukians, and it is remembered as the province of our ancestors by the Ottoman Empire. With its workshops, with its graveyards, and many more masterpieces, the province of Ahlat is continuing to witness the history as of today. Ahlat is also known as the city where the stones are communicating with each other. The Seljukian central graveyard, which is known as the biggest graveyard for the Islamic world, carries the traces of our memories from the history. And at the same time, the Islamic sepulchral monuments are just like a land registry for our civilization. Of course, there are the ones who try to take those regions from our hands and make it the property of other civilizations, but thanks to God and thanks to our strong memories and thanks to our well-known historians, we know what this place means and to whom it belongs to. This city is of high importance when we won the Battle of Manzikert. The forces of the Byzantine Empire had been destroyed by the Seljukian forces, which was one of the first indications of our great victory. And afterwards, all the soldiers coming to those lands from Khorasan established the climate of brotherhood, love and affection. When our ancestors came to those lands, they have encountered with a geography which has been demolished and destroyed, and the whole Anatolia has been resettled and revived from scratch. And those lands have been embezzled with our masterpieces, and Ahlat became a very important center for art and culture. Many scientists, many artists have been brought up by this province, by this city. And all those artists and poets have played a very important role in terms of putting our seal and stamps of Islam on those lands. And we believe that it is our utmost duty to revive this region. That's why we have initiated comprehensive restoration activities in the region and also in those graveyards. Through this, event, we are reminding our ancestors once again, and we are showing our determination to protect those areas as our eternal homeland to the whole world. With our 2023 targets, we will make sure that our country, Turkey, will come to the desired level of democracy, and we are fighting for that purpose day and night. We have 2053 and 2071 visions. We are making sure that Turkey will be one of the top countries in terms of its power, and this is bestowed to us as a heritage and further duty. 30 years or 50 years of a time frame might seem like a very long time, but it is a very short duration for the life of states and nations. If we can make use of those short times rightfully, and then we should never forget that we will be casting a light for the future of our nation. Just like we did 3 times or 5 times more of a service throughout all the history of the Republic of Turkey within the last 19 years, we have no doubt that our youngsters will accomplish even greater things. This determination and commitment in the eyes of our youngsters will definitely prevent any sort of attacks on our independence and on our future. May God give me such friends at cause, and I am so grateful to my God for bestowing me such friends and allies at cause. My dear brothers and sisters, the events taking place in Malazgirt have taken place thanks to our youngsters coming from all over Turkey, thanks to the endeavors of the Archers Foundation. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of such events, excluding only the period of pandemic, and I am so grateful that those events are enriched even further and with a greater and much more comprehensive participation. And our guests are also participating from abroad. And in order to carry out those events at the level that it desires, the Ministry of Interior Affairs and also the Ministry of Environment have made very important investments for the infrastructure. All those tents and this region is the sole indication of those investments. Last year, we have carried out the groundbreaking ceremony of Ahlat Youth Camp, and today we will be carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony of the Ahlat National Garden. On this occasion, we will be carrying out the groundbreaking ceremony of the central bus station which has been constructed. May all those masterpieces be auspicious for our nation. Our National Garden was founded on a land area of 167,000 square kilometers. All those tents and exhibition areas with its stadium and with the venues allocated for the archery activities, the National Garden is what Ahlat actually deserves.
Çevre ve Şehircilik Bakanlığımız tarafından yapılan maziden atiye kurduğumuz köprünün sembollerinden
one of the most important symbols of the bridge that we are constructing from past to today. This masterpiece is constructed by the Ministry of Environment, and I would like to congratulate anyone who contributed to the construction of this masterpiece. Of course, in order to understand the meaning behind those masterpieces, we are in need of the eyes who can see it. We are in need of the ears which can hear it, and we are in need of the hearts which is filled with love to our nation. Thanks to God, we are sharing the same goals and dreams with our nation, and we are chasing after the same targets with our nation. And thanks to God, we moved Turkey further. And on this strong infrastructure, we are marching ahead for establishing a stronger Turkey, and our march ahead cannot be prevented by the attacks or traps of economic hitmen or tutelage supporters or coup plotters. As the global political order is restored and reshaped during these times, we once again understand the importance of our strength from a country who was struggling to survive in its location. Turkey transformed into a country which has a louder voice in its region and its surrounding. For our youngsters and for our allies, we are establishing the welfare, prosperity, justice, and consciousness, and hopefully we will reach to those future which is filled with aforesaid virtues. Although the shape of the attacks are changing and it is targeting our youngsters, the reason behind those attacks are trying to prevent Turkey from developing any further. In the past, this society tried to be divided between Turks and Kurds or Alawites and Sunnis. The youngsters have tried to be divided in the past, but our youngsters will not be fooled by those dirty games, and they will see the support of the nation's alliance. Last but not least, the FETÖ and PKK incidents showed us the importance of developing our youngsters with the cutting-edge technology and the love for their nation so that we can open a future for them. From now on, no power, no party can make our youngsters to feel such kind of sorrows and pain, and with the permission of God, we will never allow any power to make our youngsters divided. Our youngsters will seek after justice, and in order to present what is just and rightful to the service of our nation, we will work even harder. Contrary to the ones who are trying to obtain political gains at the expense of our nation losing, we will mobilize all our opportunities and resources in order to make sure that we are realizing those masterpieces which our nations deserve. You have seen what is going on in East Black Sea region, in Bartın, in Kastamonu. In the face of all those natural disasters, we immediately intervened in Antalya, in Muğla, in Manavgat. In the face of those wildfires, you have seen our steps taken. We have stated that there is no one single moment or one single hour that we can lose. With this consciousness in our minds, we will continue to our sacred cause. With those feelings in my heart, once again, may the Battle of Manzikert be auspicious, which we see as the time when the doors of Anatolia opened to the Turkish people. We once again commemorate the 950th year anniversary of the victory of Manzikert. Once again, I would like to extend my thanks and gratitude to anyone who choose to be with us here. On this occasion, I also would like to remind with mercy and gratitude our Professor Halik Dursun, who unfortunately lost his life due to an accident. Professor Haluk actually committed his life to the development of our youngsters. May God rest his soul and make his eternal place heaven. I'd like to greet you all with love and respect. Stay healthy and safe.
için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Malazgirt Zaferimizin 950. yıl dönümü etkinlikleri kapsamında Ahlat'ta misafir ettiğimiz Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızı Han Otağı'na davet ediyoruz. Saygıdeğer hanımefendi Emine Erdoğan hanımefendiyi de Han Otağı'na davet ediyoruz. Buyurunuz lütfen.